Hello and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, joined here today with my friend Doug Wendt, co-founder and senior partner at Wendt Partners. Doug, good to see you today.
Hey, Jim, how are you? It's good to be here.
I'm doing well because I'm here with you.
Likewise, my friend.
All right, Doug, let's jump in here. Tell us about
Yeah.
Wendt Partners. What do you do there, and what makes your company different from other companies in your industry or in your space?
That's a great question. So I started this firm 15 years ago, co-founded it, and our focus originally was more of a traditional marketing agency that would serve anyone and help them with marketing and public relations. But over the years, we identified two problems that we wanted to solve. The first was a lack of an integrated relationship between sales and marketing. I'm sure that sounds familiar to a lot of people. Sales does its thing, marketing does its thing, and if they're lucky, they never even talk to each other because they usually don't enjoy the
Right.
exchange, right? And then the second piece of the equation is technology to help unify sales, marketing, and customer service. Basically, the technology side of the psychology, right? So, two parts to the same whole. So, today, 15 years later, we are a HubSpot solution provider. We are a HubSpot elite partner that puts us in the top one half of 1% of all HubSpot partners worldwide. And we are solving that problem of bringing together marketing and sales in the B2B world. That's our focus. And we're doing it both from a technology perspective and from a strategy and execution perspective. So it's been quite a journey.
That is a great explanation. You made it simple to understand. And I have to say, I hear so much about HubSpot every day. What's the secret about HubSpot? Obviously, they got to be the best because you're partnering with them.
Well, thank you. We went through quite a journey before we selected HubSpot for ourselves and then later became a partner. The simple answer to your question is that for 25 years, the tech industry has grown through acquisition. So you buy a piece of software from Microsoft, and then tomorrow Microsoft says, "Hey, we also have this other piece of software we want to sell you." And they give you the impression that it all works together as one system, when in reality, they bought somebody else's product, they just slapped their logo on it and pretend that they work together. That is how you make money in the software industry, in the enterprise software industry. It's a terrible way to serve customers, but it's a brilliant way to make a buck. HubSpot as a company, HubSpot's been around 15 years. 5 years into that journey, they had an opportunity to be acquired by Salesforce.com and become part of that whole roll up process. They chose not to. They rejected the offer and decided that in order to compete in a market filled with companies that just acquire other people's stuff and rebadge it, they had to be the one company that wouldn't do that. So HubSpot is absolutely unique in this industry in that they don't acquire other people's stuff and rebadge it as their own. So when you buy HubSpot, you're buying one database, one product. Now, that means that sometimes other people have this feature or that feature, a year or two before HubSpot does. But you know that it's kind of like Apple, the iPhone and Android, right? You can get the latest and greatest on an Android, but it'll work really well when it shows up on iPhone, 6 months, 12 months later. That's where HubSpot fits. HubSpot is the Apple of the space. They're not going to do something until it works seamlessly in the platform.
Great explanation. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. So, Doug, when it comes to Wendt Partners, what are you most proud of?
Oh, so I have a couple of answers to that question. One is obviously we're very proud of the fact that we became a HubSpot elite partner. That's an extraordinarily difficult road, and we did it during a time of great change in the world over the COVID period. I'm also extraordinarily proud of our team members. I point out to people every day that if you look at customer reviews of our company, you'll see other companies that do similar things and customers write good reviews, but with ours, they usually are calling out the team member by name. Hey, I wanted to really say that, Samantha totally transformed how we think about our digital strategy, or Bryce brought us into a new understanding of what we can do with CRM. Or Anya helped us rethink what we can do with our marketing automation. That to me is a totally different level of experience, and that's what I love. And then the last thing is on a personal note. I say that I'm the co-founder of the firm. That's because I co-founded this firm 15 years ago with my late wife Alice. 10 years into that journey, she passed away of ovarian cancer. We have established a foundation in her name to help address the gap in understanding and advocacy for ovarian cancer patients. But the fact that this company still exists, that the team members we have today are passionate about the vision, and that they are carrying on that spirit of energy and enthusiasm that my late co-founder and late wife really brought to the business, that's inspiring to me every day.
Very inspirational. Thank you for sharing that. So, Doug, what do the next 6 months look like for Wendt Partners?
Oh, wow.
Got a lot of economic uncertainty these days. So, how's that going to impact you guys in the next 6 months?
Absolutely. There are, I think, two really important takeaways. Number one, customers are trying to simplify their tech stack and they're trying to make do with a more efficient and leaner approach. If they're willing to invest in a change, HubSpot becomes the solution for that. So we have clients coming to us still who are willing to make an investment in a new platform because they have a Frankenstein solution, if you can call it a solution. At the same time, we are really doubling down on servicing our existing clients. You know, we have over 300 clients that we've served in the last 4 years alone. And we want to make sure that we're doing our very best for them. So, it's a philosophy that I've always preached, which is any B2B company can make significant growth happen by just talking to their existing customers and asking them what they need. And we're really making sure that we practice what we preach. We're going through a customer listening tour right now. We're creating new service offerings for those customers. And that effort in turn is attracting new customers by referral and by reputation.
Imagine that, speaking to current customers, asking them, how can we help you?
What a
Wow,
concept, right?
brilliant.
Yes.
Hey, Doug, what do most people watching this not know about you?
Ooh, what do most people watching this not know about me? Probably that I started Wendt Partners originally as a concept that I wrote for my previous job. So I had previously served as an economic development director in Pennsylvania, and I had written a business plan to create a private sector consulting arm of a public agency as a way to stabilize our financial picture and also to serve more clients. And it was determined that it was financially and legally possible but politically impossible. We just ruffled too many feathers. Um, and so, actually, on a drive down to vacation, North Carolina, Alice and I were discussing my experience with this and my frustration not being able to bring that to the fore. And she said, let's flip literally the back of a napkin. It was a napkin from Bojangles, the awesome Southern fried chicken chain. And we started to map out the vision of what became Wendt Partners. I think that really kind of tells you what the vision and the spirit of this company is all about.
Yeah, that is a great story. Thank you for sharing that, Doug. Well, it's been great to spend some time with you. Thank you for your explanation about Wendt Partners. Cheers to your continued success, and I hope to see you sometime soon.
Absolutely. And I just have to conclude by pointing out that thanks to you and your hard work, we are a very, very happy and deeply engaged client of Offit Kurman. I've never had an experience with a law firm like I've had with Offit Kurman. I know that you don't ask for an advertisement. This is completely unsolicited. But I have to say, I don't feel like we're working with a law firm. I feel like we're working with a team of people who have our best interests in mind, who happen to be attorneys. And I hope that comes off as the highest praise because that's what it's meant to be.
Well, thank you, and imagine that, a video testimonial when you least expect it. Couldn't ask for much more. Well, Doug, thanks, and again, I hope to see you sometime soon.
Absolutely. Likewise, Jim. Thank you so
All
much.
right, take care.